I'm here with Michael Pierce of MichaelsHealthAnswers.ca, and we've been doing a question and answer series here, and I have another question for you today, Michael. We know that you're a walking, talking success story for your product. Without mentioning names, can you tell us about anyone else who's had the health benefits or the recuperation successes that you've had with your product?
It would be hard for me at this point not to have a whole bunch of stories to share. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the illness state and then maybe 30 seconds about the person's experience without including their name or telling a whole bunch of details. So I know a woman that 6-7 years ago had a bad fall, injured L4 and L5, compressed her spine. She went to see her doctor. Doctor said, okay, you've got a problem. We're going to get you an MRI. We're going to get your back checked out. Long story short, she had a bunch of medical testing done. Turns out she compressed L4 and L5. She had 2 bulging discs. They said, well, your back's broke. I mean, short of breaking your back, you've done as much damage as you could do and still have a whole back here. We can't offer you anything. We suggest that you lose some weight. It may slow down the deterioration. But let's face it, you're 40 now. Before you're 60, you're going to end up in a wheelchair. When you can't walk anymore because this problem is aggravating an existing hip injury, we'll replace your damaged hip so you have some mobility. But really, there is nothing modern medical can offer you. This lady went on Immunical almost 6 years ago. I can tell you for a fact today she's the most flexible 45-year-old woman I know, and she can bend over and touch both her hands flat on the floor, and she couldn't bend past her waist 6 years ago. So that's one experience for one person that had a serious back injury from a fall. Simple thing, big problem, no solution, they're fixed. It's my birthday announcements for all my wonderful fans and friends.
Happy birthday to your family person that is out there. That sounds great. And actually, I guess if you've been around this product for as many years as you've been around, you probably do. Maybe this is a whole new series for you, Michael. Anecdotal evidence of the effectiveness of your product.
Well, we're not supposed to give testimonials, but I'm actually just describing other people's experience. I don't know that this qualifies as testimonials. I know an older gentleman, 67 years old. He was 30 pounds overweight. He was on blood pressure medication. He was taking Lipitor because he was pre-heart attack, and they were concerned because he'd had heart surgery in his early 60s to have an aortic dissection repaired a day before it might have ruptured, and he could have bled out, and I could have lost the guy in my life. I didn't know it, but when he started taking this product 5 years ago, he had chronic arthritis so bad it woke him up more nights than he slept through. He started on the product, took 2 packages a day, took a couple other supplements. Inside 6 months, he was sleeping through the night. He'd lost 15 pounds. His hair had started to grow back in. So this is just a couple of benefits. If you asked him about his arthritis today, he'd have trouble describing 5 years later what it's like to suffer. He's now on no pills at all, and he is the healthiest 72-year-old man I know.
Okay, now a fleeting thought for a moment there is you're going to have a whole bunch of people coming to you who want to grow hair.
Well, here's the wonderful thing. We can prove, because we have a medical patent for to assist the chemotherapy treatment. So this product is chemotherapeutic. What that means is it helps you keep your muscle mass, which is that whole satiation thing where your body deteriorates from the stresses and the pains and the treatment that's wearing your body out as fighting the cancer, trying to heal you. The other reason it received that medical patent, and this is important for people suffering from cancer, is it helps you keep and or regrow your hair. So people that haven't had the experience don't know, but for some people, the most devastating part of the cancer treatment is usually the chemotherapy cost you your beautiful head of hair. And for some people, it's not even vanity, it's just the thing that made them unique, and it's almost heartbreaking when they have to give it up so they might have a chance to recover. So I didn't know it. I've actually received some benefit to the whole hair growth thing. Having a father that had male pattern baldness to the point where he looked like Jean-Luc Picard from the Starship Enterprise, I was quite concerned for my old age. But now that I know that the chemolytic beneficial properties of this particular whey protein help you to regrow your hair, I'm happy to promote it to anybody that needs it, and it's cheaper than hair plugs.
Okay, that's great. So I asked for one, I got 2 success stories. That's great. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Agnes. We will have to talk about other people at some time, because I actually know more people than I could name in one session that have had amazing benefits. Actually, I don't know anybody that hasn't stayed on the product more than 6 months that hasn't had some amazing things happen to them. It's all about putting good things in, and to keep putting them in after you feel better, because you never know. As I didn't know until I was in the hospital suffering from the heart attack. I actually told the cardiologist, no, I can't be having a heart attack. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. Huh. Yeah, well, he says that doesn't mean you're not having a heart attack. Wow. It was life-changing, literally. I hadn't been wrong about anything for over a year.
You thought you were wrong once, but you were mistaken. Okay, that's great. I appreciate you talking to us today, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Agnes. It's really helped me to explain what people didn't understand, having you here asking the hard questions so I can make it make sense for people.
Well, I'm really impressed with your knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you.